The Los Angeles Lakers are having a very mid-season this year. They're 17-17, and the highlight of the year was when they won the in-season tournament. You might think, oh, that's going to be the turning point for them. They'll start winning games. But since winning that tournament, they've been really bad. So today, we're going to be giving the Lakers a complete reset by trading everyone on the roster. Now, for us to get the best offers, I'm going to simulate until right before the trade deadline, and then I'm going to trade these guys, because usually teams are more willing to work with you around that deadline. Alright, so we're here at the deadline. We're actually doing a little bit better now, but I'm still trading all these guys, trust me. Let's start it off by looking at Bron offers. I only have 2 offers here. One is with the Miami Heat and one is with Denver. I think it'd be cool to send Bron back to the Heat, so you know what? We're gonna make it happen. We get Bam and Tyler Hero. We're also trading away Christian Wood here, but these are 2 nice pieces to start off our retooling of this roster. Next up, we're trading AD. I'm hoping we see some more offers, and this first one's already pretty good. Trae Young and DeJounte. I also see Jalen Brunson and Mitchell Robinson, Jamal Murray and Aaron Gordon, and then Sengun and Van Vliet. But out of all these offers, I really like the one for Trae and DeJounte. We literally get a starting backcourt here of 2 guys who are all-star caliber players. We're going to take that. Now, that does mean we have too many guards on our team, but we'll figure that out in a minute. For now, I got to focus on trading all these guys. I'm going to package together D'Lo with the first rounder and see what I can get. Lauri Markkanen pops up in the trade finder. Yeah, that offer was pretty much unbeatable. We're taking Lauri for sure. Next up, we got the Vandalorian. I think I'm going to package him with Rui Hachimura and a first-round pick. I see Emmanuel Quickley and Jakob Poeltl. You know what? We'll take it. I know you just got to Toronto, IQ, but you're coming to LA now. And now we got some of the lower overall players on the roster, like Gabe Vincent and Taurean Prince. I don't know what happened to Gabe Vincent. He has not been playing basketball this season. You know what? We'll take Nurk for some additional size on the team. Next up, we got the blockbuster trade package of Jackson Hayes and Max Christie. Why not get Bol? Only a few more players left. We got Cam Reddish and Jalen Hood-Schifino. I'll throw a second-round pick in there. You know what? Why not bring Lonnie back to LA? And the final player to be traded is Maxwell Lewis, and we're going to trade him for Chris Livingston. And now we've got a completely new roster, but is this the roster we want to rock out with? Currently, we have too many shooting guards on the team with Lonnie, DeJounte, and Tyler Hero, so we might have to sort that out. We also don't have any good power forwards, so that's something I need to fix, and we got too many centers, so maybe I could slide one of our centers over to power forward. That could be a potential solution. I'm going to play Jakob Poeltl over at the power forward, but then we still got to trade for another one. So I'm thinking we could trade a guy like DeJounte for a really good starting 4. Pascal Siakam popped up. They want me to give up Jakob Poeltl, and Siakam is on an expiring, and I think I'm going to pass because I did see a deal that I think is even better. I saw Keegan Murray, and Murray is really good in the 2K simulation. We also get Red Velvet, the sharpshooter, Kevin Huerter. Now, after that move, the only position we really need is a nice little backup small forward, and we could trade a guy like Kevin Huerter, maybe package him with Bol in a second rounder, and just get somebody serviceable to run the 3 for me. Dang, man, I didn't really get any good small forwards for that offer, so let me try something else. How about just Kevin Huerter and a couple second rounders? Can that give me somebody decent? You know what? I'll take Mitchell Robinson, and then I'm going to try to flip Money Mitch for a small forward. We'll take him, Bol, and see if we can get a decent little 3. I see Dyson Daniels here, and Daniels usually does super well in the 2K sim, so I'm going to take him. I want to see if he can play small forward. He's 6'7", and he can. He goes up to a 77, only 20 years old, and he was a former lottery pick. So I kind of like the addition of Daniels for some nice young talent on the team. Now that that's all done with, we have a beautiful looking rotation in Los Angeles. Is this a championship team? To be honest with y'all, I'm not quite sure. But ultimately, I'm going to be giving myself 3 seasons, counting this one, to bring a championship to Los Angeles. Also, if you're enjoying the video so far, I'd really appreciate if you subscribe to the channel. We're trying to hit 100K by the end of the year. Our season is wrapped, of course. The greatest ever, Luka Doncic wins MVP. If y'all don't know about 2K Sim Luka, y'all know now. He's ridiculous. LeBron and AD make All-NBA after leaving us, but guess who else made it? Trigger Trae Young, averaging over 27 points per game. He also added on 11 assists a night. Nice stuff from Trae. We finished off as the 3 seed. We were close to number 1 though, 51-31 on the season for the guys. And checking out the stats, of course, Trae Young led the way. Lauri was really good as well. Tyler Hero did his thing. We had Bam out there hooping. I mean, overall, the team did a great job this season. Man, Dyson Daniels was trash. But you know what? He's more of a project player. If we don't win this year, I just want to see him continue to improve. In round number 1, we've got a battle of LA. We're taking on the Los Angeles Clippers. Here we go, man. Harden, PG, Kawhi, and even Russell Westbrook coming off the bench. Game number 1 of the series goes to us. We're up 2-0. They're going to take game 3, and we take game 4. It looks like this one's going to be easy. We get out of there in 5. In the second round, it's going to be Denver, the defending champions. LA and the Nuggets had some beef last season, but obviously now this beef looks a little bit different considering the fact that we've got a completely new team. Game number 1 of the series goes to Denver. Game 2 is going to go to us. Game 3 also goes to us. We're up 3-1. They're going to take game 5 and game 6. So Denver, they're storming back. They're looking to make a 3-1 comeback. Blowing a 3-1 would be absolutely tragic. I need my guys to be locked in for this one, and it looks like we're going to lose here. Oh my goodness, man. Nobody came to play in game 7. We didn't even have a 20-point score. That is pathetic, man. I do want to check out the playoff stats to see who did well when the lights were the brightest and who absolutely folded. It looks like Trae Young was great. Tyler Hero was pretty solid. Lauri Markkanen, man, the efficiency dropped off. The numbers dropped off. He might be a guy we look to move. Unfortunately, he just never plays as well as he does in real life in the 2K simulation. Dyson Daniels, I mean, he played a lot better than he did in the regular season. But man, Denver went on to win the championship. So realistically, if we beat them, we would have had a good chance at winning the ring. So it's really unfortunate that we lost. But since we did lose, now it's time to make some changes. I was just talking about Lauri. Let's look at some offers. Well, Lauri might see another day on this team because the offers are kind of trash. I mean, I could get an old Chris Middleton, but like, I don't feel like he really moves the needle that much for us. And then the rest of the offers, as y'all can see, they're just not too crazy. So I'm going to hold on to Lauri a little bit longer. Now, Larry Nance is on our team, and he is one guy who I am completely ready to part ways with. Give me a first-round pick. That way we can just get his money off the books. We also got Chris Livingston. If somebody will give me a first, yeah, and they will, boom, we just got 2 firsts, and we could use those in a future trade package. What I'm thinking is we can move past the NBA draft, the rookie signings, all that, free agency, and then once that's all wrapped up, maybe we can once again look at some Lauri Markkanen trade offer. But for now, I'm worried about bringing back Immanuel Quickley on a new contract. $16.5 million a season, 4 years. Welcome back to the squad quick. And then the only notable piece that we're going to be losing this offseason, at least potentially, is Lonnie Skywalker. He can definitely be a solid scoring piece for us, but that's not a huge loss, so I'm not too worried about that. I guess I could sign a player like Luke Kennard to replace him, maybe Gary Harris. Nobody crazy is really available. Maybe we bring Gabe Vincent back to LA, just run him as a 2-guard. That honestly wouldn't be too bad. Yeah, I'm gonna just bring back Gabe Vincent. Hopefully he actually can play for us, because in LA this season, in real life, he hasn't really been playing for real. Man, what did I tell y'all about Dyson Daniels? Why is Trae Young going down so much, though? That makes no sense. Keegan Murray's going up a lot. We've got some nice young pieces on the team, but Trae going down by 2 really concerns me. Also, Bam goes down 1. What they got going on? Well, we'll worry about that in a second. I want to look at Lauri Markkanen trades. We got those 2 first-rounders. We should be able to get some good offers here. Asar Thompson isn't bad at all, man. Maybe he's the guy for us. D Fox is available, and we were just worried about our guy Trae Young regressing. Is he the piece for us? He might just be. Let's see. De'Aaron, he was putting up some crazy numbers last year. You know what? We're going to rock out with De'Aaron as our point guard. What if we play Trae Young at the 2, Tyler Hero at the 3? I mean, I know the defense is going to be absolutely atrocious, but I think we'll score a lot of points. And Bam Adebayo, you're just going to have nightmares about playing defense, bro, because you're going to have to hold it down on that side of the ball. If this small ball experiment doesn't work out, I can obviously just go ahead and make some changes at the deadline, where more teams should be willing to work with me on trades anyways, so I'm not too worried about it. Alright, so we're here at the deadline, currently sitting at a 39-13 record. So I think the small ball experiment has definitely been successful, but I do want to be buyers at the deadline. See if there's any additional pieces we could add that could make this team even better. It looks like Hero, Young, and Fox have been really good. Quick has been a solid scorer off the bench, and overall, a lot of our guys have played some great basketball this year. One guy who I noticed is struggling in the efficiency column though is Jusuf Nurkic. 43% from my center is not going to cut it. So I think we can get an upgrade at the 5, especially considering we have multiple first round draft picks to work with. I mean, I'm getting some solid offers right here. But there was nothing too crazy, so I'm going to throw 2 first rounders and see if that changes the offers I get. You know what? I'm going to take this trade for Aaron Gordon, and the reason I'm taking it is because then I can move Jakob Poeltl back to his natural position, center, and have Aaron Gordon play the backup power forward spot. He's a proven championship player. He's on a long-term deal, only 29 years old. I think he's a really good addition for our squad, but that's all we really need. We can just keep it pushing from here because we're already having an incredible season. Season is wrapped. The Joker won MVP, but we're coming into the playoffs red hot, 60-22 on the season. Darvin Ham wins Coach of the Year. Bron's still hooping over in Miami, which is definitely cool to see. Unfortunately, we didn't have any All-NBA or All-Defensive players. But does that really matter when you're the best team? There's a reason we were the #1 seed. We were hooping and playing great team basketball. We just have so many options that we can go to, so many guys who can score on this team. So let's get into these playoffs. Round #1, we're taking on the 8-seeded Nuggets. So the Nuggets were a play-in team, and the Joker still managed to win MVP. That's ridiculous. Game #1 of the series goes to us. We also take game 2. We're up 3-0, and they're going to take game 4, but we end up beating them in 5. So last year, we had a hard 7-game series where we blew it 3-1, and the Nuggets won the chip later on. But this year, they were an 8 seed coming out the play-in, and we end up smacking them. Now we've got the Portland Trailblazers. I'm not going to lie to y'all, this team is kind of trash. I'd be shocked if we lost to them. We're up 1-0, 2-0. Yeah, I'm going to just press sim round. We sweep them. Conference Finals, it's going to be Ja Morant and the Memphis Grizzlies. Here we go, man. This should be a challenge. Game #1 of the series goes to us. We're up 2-0. They take game 3 and game 4. Here we go. Big game 5 coming up. Oh, do y'all see what's going on over in the East? The Miami Heat are up 3-1 on the Cavs, so we might just get to face Bron for a chance to win a championship. And I want that to happen, so my squad better be locked in against Memphis. Unfortunately, we were not locked in. Jakob Poeltl was our leading scorer with 14 points. Dog, are you serious? Ja Morant gave us 37, and now we're down 3-2, facing elimination in game 6, and we lost. Man, we could have faced Bron for the championship, but instead, LeBron James is going to go on to win a ring with the Miami Heat and ride off into the sunset, retiring. And remember, I told y'all we have 3 seasons to turn things around here in Los Angeles. So we got 1 more year left to try and make this happen. And what I'm realizing is we need a huge star. I'm talking a 90+ overall player on the team. It's cool having a well-rounded team with lots of good role players and all-star caliber players leading the way, but I think what we're really missing is that 90+ piece who's an absolute game changer. And the problem is, typically in the offseason, you can't really trade for those guys. So I think I'm gonna have to wait until the middle of the regular season when teams are selling or rebuilding and try and make the move then. In the meantime though, we got some players to bring back. We're picking up the team options on Keegan Murray and Dyson Daniels, and that's pretty much it looks like. Yeah, a pretty easy offseason to be completely honest with you guys. But I do want to bring in a new backup 2-guard. I traded away Gabe Vincent, but it looks like the team that ended up picking him up actually waived him. So can I just bring him back? That'd be a crazy finesse. Okay, well, welcome back to the team, Gabe Vincent. That's hilarious, bro. So this is what the team is looking like for now. Like I told y'all, we're going to simulate to around the middle of the season, and then we're going to make some major changes. I want to get that 90+ star because I think that's going to be how we win the championship and what is our final season of the video. So we're 42-9, but I feel like we were doing almost this good last season and we still didn't win the championship. So like I told y'all, I want to look for that 90+ big star player that we can trade for. And I'm thinking the way we do that is throw like D Fox in the trade finder with 2 first rounders. There's Tyrese Maxey. That's a great offer already. Bro, Are you serious? Stephen Curry in the trade finder? Come on, man. Y'all know I'm about to take this trade. This is actually the second time in like the last week I've found Steph Curry in the trade finder. That is insane. Welcome to Los Angeles, Wardell. And then I'm going to take some of these end of the rotation players and try and trade them for some more draft capital that we can use in some other moves, because we kind of just used both our picks to go get Steph, which, you know, I'm not complaining about. He's Steph Curry. But I can go out and get Andre Drummond in this move, and Drummond should be able to get me a first rounder, maybe even 2 in a trade. We'll see. There's Jordan Nwora and a first round pick. I bet we can also trade Jordan for another first round. It's basically just a hamster wheel of finessing basketball teams. Unfortunately, we can't get a first for Jordan Nwora, but maybe Landry Shamet could get me one. Nah, he can't, so I guess I ran out of luck when it came to getting first rounders, but we just got a couple more, so that does help us. So I couldn't find any more big trades to make, so I think what I'm going to do is just try and upgrade the roster around the edges with the 2 first round picks I have left. It looks like we could use a better shooting guard for our rotation, so I'll go ahead and try and find one of those. We'll do Landry Shamet, Gabe Vincent, and a first round pick. Alright, so the only decent trade I could find was for, you know, KPJ. But don't worry, I'm not keeping him on my basketball team, bro. I'm going to go ahead and flip him with the first round pick, and hopefully we can just get some decent 2 guard for the squad. There goes MarJon Beauchamp. We'll take him. Welcome to the squad. Nice little backup, too, for the team. Now we look incredible, bro. We have Steph Curry on our squad, which I did not expect to happen. Let's get to the end of this season. I think we should win the NBA championship for sure. Season is wrapped. SGA takes home MVP. To be honest with y'all, I don't care about these awards. I care about the championship. We ended off the season with a 63-19 record, 7-game win streak to close out the year. Round 1, we're once again taking on Denver, and we beat them in 5. Round 2, we got the Houston Rockets. We beat them in 5. And in the conference finals, it's going to be the Mavs, led by Luka Doncic. But overall, the supporting cast isn't great, and we have a star in Steph Curry with an elite supporting cast. So I think we got this one. It's a 1-1 series. They're up 2-1. We're going to tie it up at 2 apiece. Last season, I feel like we really went wrong when we lost in that big game 5. So hopefully that doesn't happen again. Let's go, man. We end up getting a big dub. Shout out to Trey coming through in a game where Steph Curry didn't really score too much, only 12 points. And we just need one more to make it to the finals. And of course, we're going to have to earn it. Game 7 is on the way, and we're going to need our guy Steph Curry to turn it up. We're going to drop Trey Mann's minutes, give Steph Curry 38 minutes in this big game. We need him to go crazy. I've kind of gave our guys low minutes in these games so that they can get their rest and be ready to go. But giving Curry big minutes definitely paid off, because we end up winning in dominant fashion in Game 7. Bam Adebayo is named the conference MVP. But actually in this game, it wasn't even Steph who went crazy. It was Trae Young, Tyler Hero, bam. Our guys came through for us, and that's all that matters. We're going to the NBA Finals to take on the Indiana Pacers. Tyrese Halliburton and company taking on our stacked squad. I think we got this. Game 1's going to go to Indiana. Game 2 goes to us. They're up 2-1. They're up 3-1. Let's shorten up this rotation, man. We have to. I'm going to run a nice little 7-man rotation. We got to tighten things up because we're down 3-1 in this series, and we end up losing in 5. Man, why do I keep failing in my rebuilds? I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to like and subscribe. Have a great day, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.